Welcome everybody, it's Blowover Productions, and today we're going to be kicking off round 12 of the YouTube Cup Series playoffs at Kansas Raceway. A little bit about our lineup today. Puerto Rico YT once again has found himself on the pole position, and he'll be starting first this race. We'll see if he can keep it. Not likely, he's probably going to flip over. Now look a bit farther back and you'll find Jeremiah Cash, who won in stunning fashion at Talladega. He's going to be starting 18th today. Not quite as good as a performance as he usually does, but hopefully he'll be able to bring it back and maybe even get 2 in a row. Now look up the field, and instead of going to Theft King for the first time, we're going to be going to Mike Jones. He is the points leader with 3,832 points, plus 25 over Theft King, who is in second. So Mike Jones is your points leader for right now. We're going to see if he's going to be able to keep it. If he doesn't, well, then Theft King's probably going to dominate until the end of the season once again. But hopefully that doesn't happen. We're going to round out turn 4. Pace car is in pit road now. Oh, wait. Now it is. Okay. And with that being said, we're going to drop the green flag and boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing at Kansas, boys and girls. And they're off. And Puerto Rico's going to jump to the lead as Dan O'Draws falls back on the outside lane. Now Puerto Rico's going to go to the outside. Connor Hudson on his inside, trying to make some room for him to get by. We're going to see if they miss the outside wall at this track because they seem to have outside line problems, but they're all going to miss it and get by just fine. Connor Hudson in the 49 trying to move the 12 out the way. He's going to start losing his position. I just know the 12 is probably going to flip somehow, some way though. Here they come. Lap 2, no caution. Puerto Rico still leading. Dan O'Draws catching up. Dano's all the way up on the 49. Oh my gosh. He almost just ran him into the wall there. Whoa, Judah and I think that was Judah and Jeremiah. They almost just went off the track there. They did go off the track, but they saved it. And Philibal is going to dive straight through the middle of the 75 and 81. Awesome move there by Philibal Animation. Lap 3. And Puerto Rico is still your leader. They're going to go 3 wide behind him. Hungry Bones in the middle. Is he going to make it? No. Hungry Bones into the wall. Almost upside down. A huge crash in turn 2. And Jaden Williams going to get caught up in it. And so is King Science. Big wreck and the caution is out. Here we are looking at the replay. It looks like Hungry Bones was trying to thread the needle kind of like Philibal did. It didn't work out as good. John Castelline ran him up the track. Both of them a huge hit onto that wall. 2 wheels for Hungry Bones. John Castelline probably got a concussion from that one. And then here comes Jaden Williams. I don't know what he was doing. He just ran straight into the back of the 65. And that caused King Science to have nowhere to go and wrecked him as well. King Science looked like he had a blown motor as well. I saw smoke billowing from the car. That was a huge wreck for all the cars involved, really. On board with Jaden Williams now. We're going to see what he was thinking. Looks like Easy 2BZ just put... Oh, my gosh. Easy 2BZ put him up the track, and he tried to get back down, but couldn't in time because Hungry Bones was already down there. But we'll see you on the restart. Welcome back to Kansas Raceway, everybody. Puerto Rico is still your leader. He has not flipped over yet, but I'm sure it's coming. Dan O'Draws is in second, and to round up your top 3, Connor Hudson in the 49 is in third. We're dropping the green flag once more. Connor Hudson recently got a win stolen from him by none other than Jeremiah Cash when he was running about, I believe, second when Jeremiah threw the block on him after trying to make a move to the inside. He could not get there, and Jeremiah ran away with it. But he's looking for a win here today as Puerto Rico, another halfway season rookie who is less experienced than both the cars behind him, is leading. And Judah almost just turned Mike Jones. That's the points leader. Theft King is in front of Mike Jones right now, so that's good for him. He's probably getting those playoff points, racking them up. But if Mike Jones keeps up his performance, he might be able to pass him and get those points back. Now, if you take a look here... Oh! Christina, Drew Durnell, and Adam Ethriel They're off the track, and Adam Ether and Drew go off the track again. They're going to come back up the track and collect Christina. The whole back of the field in it. And then caution comes back out. And Uverguide just hit the 92. And Jeremiah can just hit Uverguide. Oh my goodness. A huge one in turn 4. And Mike Jones gets hit again. What the freak? Here they are. The conflict started coming out of turn 2. They were all just 3 wide, and then Adam Ethereal just tried to get back up the track, clipped the left bumper of the 56. They went all the way off the track trying to come back up the track. Christina gets involved as Juder Nil tries to come up with them, but sends the 99 and 27 sliding. They catch Easy to Be in it as well, and their teammate Philip Ball slammed into the back of the 56. They catch Mike Jones up in it, not good for the 92 at all. And all of them get sent into the wall, and a humongous impact for Mike Jones and Philip Ball animation. And then here comes Uferguide. He's trying to get out the way, but can't because the 92 is there. Just misses John Casterline. And then here comes Jeremiah Cash. That's his teammate. Just absolutely rams the passenger side. I hope Jeremiah's car is okay. Uferguide's clearly not. You're riding on board with Jeremiah now. Sees everything. Misses the initial stuff. Misses that one. But just can't miss the 14 sliding out of his way. Big damage there to the 81 car. Here it is from a higher angle. Oh my gosh, that was big. That was a lot of huge hits, and then another one, and then another one. It was like a domino effect there. We'll see you back on the restart. Welcome back to Kansas Raceway, everybody. Lap 14 of 41. Puerto Rico still leading this race with Dano Draws behind him. Connor Hudson and Theft King trailing behind. Mike Jones is unfortunately out of this race. Theft King is still in, though, so that means he's most likely going to be in the lead after this race in championship points. It could be even better for him if he catches a win here. There's only 11 cars right now that are on the lead lap and actually still racing. That means that everybody that you're seeing on the track right now is on the lead lap and still racing. Here comes Dano Draws making a move to the inside, trying to get past the 49. He's looking for the lead on Puerto Rico now. There's a lot less cars on the track, so it's a lot lower chance that there's going to be a caution with just 11 of them on the field now. So we're going to see how these guys race with just so little competition on the track. Especially because a lot of these guys, I don't think, some of them might have a win, actually. I know Puerto Rico doesn't have a win. Dano Draws does have, I think, 2 wins. Connor Hudson has 2 as well. Yeah, you can see Christina's only car back there in 11th on the lead lap. Michael Hong recently got a win at Richmond. Frosted Derp, I believe, has a win as well. Def King definitely has a couple of wins. Zeke Sensenike has, I think, 1 win as well. John Castelline has a win. And I'm not sure if Easy2B has a win, but he might. So, yeah, only like 1 or 2 people up here that might not have a win that aren't as experienced. Oh, yeah, P and Damien is in 5th. He also has a win. He won at Pocono over Zeke Sensenike, who, right on ironically, is, well, on the leaderboard behind him, but in reality about 5 cars back. Now they're going to start racing single file here as we get into lap 18 of 41, meaning that we have just over 20 laps to go. About 23. This is the battle for the lead. Dano Draws versus Puerto Rico YT. Now Dano is very experienced, and Puerto Rico is known for crashing, and he might crash here, but Dano just barely keeps it off the bumper, and he's going to stick to the inside and get past Puerto Rico on this lap. Dano Draws is your new leader. Awesome time there, right? 103. That might not be accurate, actually. Is that his speed or his time? I think it's the time, but how is that 103 seconds? Okay, anyways. Puerto Rico is now behind Dano Draws right here. And now he's going to put the fender to the 91 past him in the exact same way that he just got past the lap before. That is ironic. There's the pace car. There's a pace car again. There's a pace car for a third. Didn't we do this at Talladega? Anyways. Ooh, Connor Hudson all the way up on the door of the 75. Almost wrecks him, but keeps it together. Good stuff there by Connor Hudson. Almost caused another wreck, but managed to keep his car in check. Yeah. I know I'm not Eminem. You don't have to spam me in the comments. 76 of Theft King here on the inside now. He's trying to rack up as many points as he can, but he's not in the lead yet, so he isn't maxing his points, but he's definitely getting them. There's a pace car again. And he's going to slide all the way up in front of the 52. I don't know what's with all the slide jobs, but they're working for some reason. Krasina has fallen back, and so has John Casterline and Easy2B. I don't know where they are. Something must have happened, but there's no caution. Their cars are probably just slow, because I do think that both of them got caught up in that big wreck that we just saw. So, yeah, that's probably the issue. Just under 20 laps to go as Frosted Derp puts it to the 76. He manages to keep it straight, and they're racing actually almost in a tandem form here as they go through 3 and 4. This is very risky, though, because one wrong move and their car hooks to that. Almost what Michael Hong just did to Zeke Sensenike. If the back of your car hooks that front part, that's really dangerous. We've seen a lot of crashes like that happen. If you saw the Talladega race, a lot of crashes happen. Oh, Frosted Derp almost just killed the 76. But I was saying, if you watch that Talladega race, a lot of cars were pushing too hard, and they ended up getting their left or right bumper hooked by the front fender of whatever car was behind them, and it sent them spinning. Very dangerous. It's just not at that track. It happens all the time. It's how a lot of wrecks happen in this series, actually, because people end up getting themselves hooked on the hood, and, well, trouble just ensues from there. Looking at PM Damien and Connor Hudson now, they're running third and fourth right now, 48 and 49. How ironic. But, very spaced out field. I think the battle might just come down between Puerto Rico and Daniel Jaws. I can't believe it, guys. Puerto Rico actually managed to survive a race without flipping over yet. Because, as far as we know, Daniel Jaws might flip him, or maybe PM Damien's going to do it. Maybe he's just going to get a speed boost out of nowhere and kill himself. I don't know. But Puerto Rico's curse seems to be wearing off for the moment, so we'll see. Could he get a win? Could Daniel Jaws get his third? I don't know. It's highly likely that Puerto Rico's going to win, though. I don't think he will. Because, Puerto Rico is not known for being good at racing, at any track at all. So, he might end up spinning himself out or something. I don't know. But it's safe to say that if nobody else catches up, Dano has got this one in the bag. These two are racing a lot, very close to each other, and they are pulling away from the field. But like I said, you can clearly see Dano is taking these corners a lot better than the 12. Puerto Rico's just not making any progress. He is a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough to pass or even clear the 91 at all. Daniel Jaws is just too good. He won at Daytona twice, once at the beginning of the series, and then again at the season finale at the Fanta 24. So you can tell that he definitely has a lot of experience, especially on those big tracks, because he has shown that no matter what track he's at, he is going to dominate, or at least try to, because he won at those races, and he almost won at Martinsville as well. But his teammate King Science actually took that win. And Martinsville is definitely one of the shortest tracks, if not the shortest track on the schedule. Bristol actually takes that because of the banked corners, and it's also smaller in size. But Martinsville is definitely not that much bigger than it, and showing that a driver can be able to dominate on such a big track and then also dominate on such a small track, well, that's pretty crazy. And this is an intermediate track because it's a 1.5 mile oval all the way around. So this is really a neutral kind of race to see what drivers are where. And Connor Hudson almost just found himself in the wall. That's where he was going to be. But he saved it because the 76 almost spun him out, but didn't. The racing back here seems a lot more intense than the battle for the lead, I'm not going to lie. Looks like Zeke Sensenike is about to spin out Theft King. Just barely misses his fender. And we're back to the battle for the lead. Puerto Rico still has yet to pass Daniel Draws, as we're coming with just a bit over 10 laps to go. No, we got 12 laps to go. Excuse me. You can see everybody's really biting, scratching, and clawing their way to the front. PM Damien has been running third for the longest of times. Connor Hudson has actually fallen back to 6th, but PM Damien is still there, and he still wants that at least first or second position. But the 12 and the 91 are just absolutely running away with it. And like I said, if Puerto Rico screws up, it's not likely that he's going to catch up again. So we're going to see. Ooh, I think the 12 and the 91 are really close now, I think. Look at that. Puerto Rico, if you look at this leaderboard, just 22 seconds, 0.22 seconds behind, from Dano Draws. It's going to change here in a second. We're going to see if he's making any progress. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of progress. 0.12 seconds there. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. 0.8 seconds of advantage there by Puerto Rico. Oh, yeah, he's getting closer. The 75 is also edging closer to the who was that? PM Damien? Yeah, that was PM Damien. He was getting closer to him. Zeke Sensenike almost just made the 76 spin him out. 9 laps to go, actually. I missed the 10 to go mark. Oh, Dev King might be out for blood. Oh, my gosh. He just barely... Oh, my gosh. He almost just killed the 10 there. That was very close. Now here comes BFDI, a.k.a. Michael Hong, trying to move the 48 out the way. He's looking for third now. But PM Damien is not worried about him. He is worried about what's happening up front. Probably waiting for the 12 to crash and the 91 to, I don't know, probably not crash, but still. Oh, Frosted Derp is up here as well. Oh, there it is. Theft King almost just turned the 10 for realsies that time. Moved them up to the outside and still bumped them. The 96 and 15 are nowhere to be seen, nor is Crastina Animations. The 12 and the 91 are still duking it out for the lead. That might have been Crastina right there, actually. There it is. There he is. Crastina, that lap car. He's going to shake things up, as lap cars do in this series. Daniel Draws is going to get clear him, but will Puerto Rico? He will, but he's going to force Puerto Rico off his line to the inside. Now, will that help or hurt the 12 is the question. It seems to be neutral, actually, because he is still behind Daniel Draws. But, I mean, that is Puerto Rico's teammate, so maybe he was trying to slow down the 91 for the 12 car, but I don't really think it helped. Actually, it did, because now here comes Puerto Rico to the inside, and he's going to make the 91 slide up the track and take the lead. Puerto Rico finds himself back in first place. Could he win? It's been a long time since Puerto Rico has actually done anything in a series that's not flipping over. I mean, you could even call him Australian because he's always upside down. But still, Puerto Rico is now in the lead. Will Dano be able to take it back? We've got 5 laps to go. This is actually crazy. I can't believe that the 12 has survived for this long. I mean, recently he's not even been able to make it past the first stage of the race. But, I mean, he's made it all the way to the end now. And Crastina, as you can see on screen, is slowing up a bunch of the cars right now, which only just gives the 91 and the 12 more time to battle. He just, slowed down the entire, field that was not third place. So, yeah, as you can see, there is a huge margin between the 91 and the 12. Daniel Draws did not lead that lap. The 12 did, actually. And now Puerto Rico is going to slow down. He's screwing himself up. Daniel Draws is going to win this race, guys. He just gave up his position. That was a humongous brake check that he just did there. I don't know what that was for. But as you can see, there's a huge margin between where the 75 was, but when the 91 and the 12 crossed the line together. Daniel Draws was just a 0.1 seconds behind, and Michael Hong was a whole 2:43. The board has updated again, and now Daniel Draws is in the lead. Puerto Rico is only 0.22 seconds behind, but Michael Hong is now 2.49 seconds behind the leaders right now. We've got 3 laps to go. Can Puerto Rico pull in front of the 91 again before it's too late? I highly doubt it. Daniel Draw is going to lead him to the 2-to-go mark. Here's Easy2B, another lap car. He might be able to make things shake up again, kind of like how Christina did. Oh, the 91's going to slide up the track. Puerto Rico's going to look for a pass here. Getting into the fender. Put him up against the wall. That might be the winning pass if he can keep it in front of the 91. Unless Dano does something else here. Here they come to the line. White flag out in the air. Who's going to take it home? Dano Draws on the outside. Puerto Rico YT on the inside. Puerto Rico looking for his first win after all the trials and tribulation he's been through. The 91, Dano Draws, 2 wins already at super speedway tracks. Now looking for his first intermediate oval. It's going to be this turn. He's going to have to do something. He's not going to have enough momentum. 30 races of trying, 30 races of doing nothing but crashing. Puerto Rico YT is going to get his first win in the YouTube Cup Series. A humongous event for the number 12 car. Here's your running order. Puerto Rico YT, Dano Draws, Michael Hong, Theft King, PM Damien, Frosted Derb, Zeke Sensenek, Connor Hudson, John Castelline, and Easy2B all finished on the lead lap. And as you can see, obviously, Theft King is now leading in the point standings. Mike Jones second and Hungry Bones third. And Puerto Rico YT not on screen. He is still in last place in the points. He is sitting at approximately 2,000 while everybody else is locking in. What a finish, guys. That means every Balls Animation Motorsports teammate, except for Christina Animations, now has a win with Philip Ball, Drew, and Gio, and now Puerto Rico all having 1 win. The next race will be at Charlotte. So with that being said, good night, good evening, good morning, and goodbye.